What's going on, guys? Welcome to Tamworth Topdeck. Today we are bringing you a deck profile from Ciaran. What deck are you profiling for us today?
This is Phantasm Spiral with Paleozoics.
Ooh, we still got the Paleos. So yeah, it's obviously somebody asked for this deck profile. I don't remember who you are. I'm not going to look who you are. My apologies. Thank you for asking. But yeah, let's get straight into it.
Right, this is so far my complete build. It's open to change if you feel like you want something different, but let's get into it. 2 Phantasm Spiral Dragons.
Over here.
Right.
Down a bit. That's what you want.
Okay, there is. 2 Phantasm Spiral Dragons. Reason is because you have so many ways to summon this through the equip cards, and you do not want to draw into these guys. You never want them in your hand.
What level is it? Level 8?
Level 8.
You could play Tridents.
Could do, but the thing is, with the deck build I've got, running out of room and such.
Yeah, true.
Especially with how I've dealt with the sort of way I'm going with this deck. Because the equip cards can summon these guys from anywhere, deck, hand or grave, so you don't need that many and you don't want them in your hand, so avoid bricking as much as you can.
True.
2 Dragonites. Dragoons. I always get that mixed up. I'm not reading it from back row, right? 2 Dragoons. Not for the pendulum summoning, obviously scale and such, it's the fact that these search normals whenever you kill a normal monster, which then sinks in with the equip cards and what they do. So this allows you to search your normals. Obviously you're not really going to search these, but you can search the second one, so you have 2 searches per turn to get into your other normals.
These.
Triple Evil Swarm. While he's 1950, the reason is because the extra deck monster, there's an extra deck monster in this that needs at least 2 of these.
Oh, you're actually playing, like, what is it?
And he has a very good effect for this deck, should you want to come to it. And last 2, the new Dino. We all know him.
3 Megalo Smasher. Where's your Bahamut Shark and your Trito at?
Look, 2000 attack. Level 4, just decent about how this deck works. I don't have that many normals as I want because I did have a higher normal build, but when you have too many normals in hands, not enough spells and traps, the deck falls apart because normals can't do anything on their own.
True.
You can buff it up if you want. As I said before, too many normals, you'll end up bricking.
Nice, onto the spells now, yeah?
Now, non-negotiable. Triple field spell.
Important, it is important, City. I'll give you that.
Reason why, this sets up all of your plays. You need this first turn, no question. What it does is, whenever your opponent would activate any card effects, you can immediately, you summon a token from this field spell.
Providing you don't already have one.
Providing you don't already have one. But let's get into it. So the token is 2000, and a level 8, which goes into a trap I have. So, also, of course, the token summoning is not a once per turn, but only if you have no token. So if it kills your token, but uses a card effect, you'll immediately get another token. So if he plays it wrong, you can build yourself quite a wall.
Nice.
The other effect is, whenever you would normal summon or special summon exactly 1 normal monster, you get to search any of the Paleozoic cards in the entire archetype. That includes the main boss monster.
Not Paleozoic.
Well, Paleozoic are Phantasms.
Phantasms,
yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
You need to search all the Phantasm cards.
Spells and traps.
Spells and traps, which is... And also, this field spell opens up a very nice play, which makes this deck quite powerful if done right.
Plus, it's considered as Umi on the board. I think that's pretty cool.
It's always considered Umi, so you can run Tornado Wall.
That's so lit, though.
You can do. You can.
It's so lit. You can't do it, man.
But this is the reason why you always want this on board. It makes every single Phantasm trap you have a hand trap. You can activate these immediately from the hand.
Like having an Bean on board.
And you'd be surprised at how much plays you could interrupt with this. They're safe from Twin Twisters, they're safe from they're relatively safe from more destruction. And you get these traps in hand, interrupt your plays, your opponent won't see it coming, it just screws things up. This one negates a monster effect and drops the attack by 1000. So they summon a monster, say Terratop, the puppet's effect, immediately negate that, stop their play. They gear up for a big boss monster, immediately target and destroy it. And these are not once per turn. If you have a bunch in hand, you can activate many of them.
It's pretty lit.
So activating these from hand.
So they just need Umi on the board.
They just need this on the field to activate from hand. So this is why field spell is very important.
True. What the spice you got going on there.
And because the field spell searches them, you can get a token you can null summon during your turn to get one, and then when you put a physical effect, null summon a token, get a second one, immediately have 2 hand traps.
True.
The equip cards. Now, I only run 2 double of each, so I run the Spiral Grip and Spiral Crash. Okay. Yeah, I don't run the third one, which is the one that saves you from battle, and I'll get into that why. So Spiral Grip buffs them by 500, and whenever they kill a monster, you immediately get your main boss monster from deck, hand, or grave. So that's Spiral Dragon. which is why I only run 2. You can get him from anywhere, so he's discard fodder. It doesn't matter if he's in the graveyard, you'll get him out with ease. And this one gives him piercing and does the same thing, however, when they deal damage. So you have to kill a monster with this, deal damage with this. There is a third one that keeps it from being shot at battle, but the reason why I don't run that is because that's at the end of the battle phase. This deck's set around like OTKing your opponent, that completely stops it, because then he's just dead on the board. Another thing that's good about these quick cards, that is with the traps, you can banish this from the graveyard, redirect all your quick cards to one monster. So if one monster's about to die, you can then banish this, equip that equip card to a different monster, saving it from death. So you can basically, and then during play, so say this monster, he's equipped to that. Attack, kill this one actually for 500 damage. Attack, kill someone, get the main guy out. Then pop this, redirect it, equip to him. Well, he'll already do that, so he'll already do that. So he gets the attack again, does a 36 damage. Then if you have third normal monster on board, redirect it, get equip. So that's 2 25s and a 34 damage.
Jeez. Bust out a lot of damage pretty quickly. Come on then, he's supporting Spice, let's have a look.
2 pot of dualities, this deck has no draw power towards searching. You can run a third pot duality, and you know what? Cardomize has worked a couple of times. That's only with low normal monster build. If you have a lot of normal monsters, it will not work.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad, seeing you can get the big dude out from the graveyard.
Paleozoics, kill back play, banish pesky monsters.
Just to support
cards. And because these discard your main boss monsters, you can get it right back with the equip cards. I only run 4 because I don't want to brick too much, and the reason why I have 4 exactly is because it opens up the extra deck monsters, even though you won't normal summon them, because there is one problem with this deck. The field spell, if you activate any of its effects, you cannot normal or special summon effect monsters. And the trap cards, the hand traps, they only work if all your monsters are normals. And you have to have a normal on board. So if you have an effect monster, it shuts down your Phantasm engine. It will shut it down. So you have to be careful with that. Now let's get into the hilarious antics. So first off, Dark Hole, just clear out troubling. Let's get into the hilarious antics I love for this deck.
I see the Spice.
Double Heatwave.
This card is stupid, I hate it.
Once upon a time, this was a dead card because it screwed up both plays. In this deck, it doesn't screw your plays at all. During the start of your main phase, so this has to be the very first card you use, you can then make it so no one can normal or special summon effect monsters. However, all your guys are normal. That includes the tokens. So you'll interrupt almost all your opponent's plays. I mean, Zodiacs, they're all about monsters. They can't do anything. They have to set and pass.
True.
Now, you can run this at 3, but I'd only run 2 because of a couple of traps I have which I think do it better but slower.
I know exactly what you mean.
Now, let's see, Bargain. This is ridiculously good. I only run 1, but it has gotten me out of... one time I had a Crystal Wing on the field, that was immune destruction. I had this in hand, it gets over it. You send one special summon monster from each place field. Send, so it's non-target send.
Ooh.
And then get a level 4 from hand. So if you get the field spell, pop this, get rid of that, get rid of a Crystal Wing, get rid of anything that's been a target destruction, then get your 4 out, get a search.
Decent.
This gets over monsters that just can't die. And now for the hilarious antics, which I love doing. Skill Drain, we all know what Skill Drain does. Your guys are normals, it doesn't matter. It does matter your opponents. Now, the Tyrants.
This guy is taking after my own heart right now.
Tyrant's Trade, Tyrant's Throne. Here's the reason why. This is Heatwave Constant. Tribute 2 normals, set tokens. So, which is downside, can't tribute tokens, but anyway, tribute 2 normal monsters, no one can summon or summon effect monsters. So that's Heatwave Continuous. It's slower because it does not include the tokens, but they can't summon any, they have to keep setting. So unless they twin twist to this, they're stuck setting constantly. And then Tyrant's Tried basically does what Skill Drain does, but it also affects the hand too. That's hand traps dead. Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, Maxi, Effect Veiler, nope, they can't do it. Their hand traps are dead traps.
Ooh.
And there's also effects in the field as well. So while Skill Drain makes it so they can activate their effects, this will make it so they can't. Now this stops activation, doesn't stop continuous effects. So both on board, continuous effects negated, activation effects are negated. You see where this is going. You see where this is going.
It's kind of.
And this can use the tokens. So even then, so this is like, so basically, we only have 1 Skill Drain. Well, no, we do have a second Skill Drain in the TCG.
True.
Now, this is debatable for you, but
Last card, isn't it?
Champion's Vigilance is very debatable. Reason why, it's a free summon warning for level 8, level 7s or higher normals. Your main boss monster, Spiral Dragon, is a level 8, but your tokens are also level 8. So you can run this at free, it's just that when I got my board out and I had my tokens and my Spirals out, I never bothered with this card. Now, it's perfectly debatable. But because all my deck's centered around you not summoning, spamming Heatwave, Skill Drain, Tyrants, I'm not letting you summon. That's what my deck is built towards. Of course, if you change it up, run triple this if you change it up. Because this is a free summon warning. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing to spit at. Now the extra deck. The extra deck is in case shit happens.
Yeah.
Because you have a single effect monster, your Spiral Engine is dead. It will not work. Your hand traps are dead, your field spell is dead. So I'll just get the 2s out the way. The 2s are only in here because of your Paleozoics.
Oh my god, it's most of your extra deck.
It's most of the extra deck, really. So, pretty much prevent effect monster from doing it. Pretty much lock down a single effect monster. Does the same thing and also drops their attack to 0. Quick play target destruction. You can add a Paleozoic trap. So of course, then if you're running a full-on Paleozoic engine in this, buff these guys up. This one, probably my favourite one. It's got a nice attack, 2000. It can't be killed by battle while it has material, and at the end of damage step, if it battles a monster, return it. So it's non-target return. So some monsters can't be killed by battle, can't be taken by card effects, stuff like that. Go into them with this. It lives, and then send that monster right back to the hand. So this is just to get over walls.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one's basically another thing to halve monsters' attack. So get over big monsters' attack
Yeah, it's
boosts.
like Moon Mirror Shield, isn't it?
This one's probably my favourite.
Yes, the boy.
Because what it does is, obviously when it needs waters, well, your Paleozoics become waters when they return to the field. It can't become a battle, which is nice, but once per turn during its turn, you can detach a material, target a rank 4 or lower, so your Paleozoics, your Paleozoic Xyz, or any of the others, for example, and its attack is doubled.
Nice. I'm going to get in before the comment section does. Where's she totally awesome?
Oh, you see, I'm just filled with money. I'm just filled with money. This is low budget build. Everything low budget in here. So if you do have like something like this, like these two, so you have to buff your Paleozoics for this, but these two buff them up to 28, buff them up to 48.
Nice.
Of course, you can target any of the others. Buff them up to 4,000, so he's even hard. So he gets even more hard for war.
Indeed. These are the last couple.
These are the 4s. Castell, problem solver.
Yeah.
It always will be staple. This is for more effect negation, really, because this is what this deck's built around, stopping effect monsters from doing their shtick. Seeing as how, well, Zodiac stopped from doing their shtick. This is the reason why I had those two very specific normal monsters. When this is on the field, no one can summon level 5s or higher. So this is built towards stopping effect monsters from summoning. So you can get this out. Pretty much, this actually was in there for my answer to Kaijus, just in case.
Decent. It's a good answer.
But like I said, the extra deck is not maining. You will. If you're winning the duel, you're never going to use the extra deck. This is in here in case shit happens. Because you will lock down your Spiral Engine, and more likely than not, if you're doing this early game, you've just killed yourself. So you have to be very careful about that.
I think that's about it. So thank you, Ciaran, for giving us your deck profile, mate. If anyone has any questions, then pop them in the comment section and we'll get back to you. And if you want to give any suggestions on what to change, then by all means, just be nice about it, please. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good shit, and I'll see you all next time.